Hi everyone, just a quick one from me. And by the way, I hope everyone's keeping very warm. But of course, it was CES this week. Now, I can't afford to fly over to the United States and cover something like that. So a lot of the information that I've been getting has been coming from larger organizations like IGN and CNET and so on. But collectively, they've come up with the best of CES, and they've seen all of these wonderful things going on. But for me, and in terms of gaming and CRPG gaming, of course, my focus is always going to be on graphics cards and new consoles or handhelds and things like that. Now, of course, the big news, especially from Nvidia, because guess what? I'm an Nvidia fan. They announced the 5000 Blackwell series, a variety of new graphics cards, although the new part is a little bit controversial when it comes to one particular standard that they've mentioned. But you've got the RTX 5070, the 5070 Ti, the 5080, and the 5090 coming out, ranging in prices from $549 all the way up to just shy of $2,000 for the 5090. Now, that particular graphics card is not going to be released immediately, but I believe the I'll call them the lower models, are going to be available starting this month. There's already been controversy about the RTX 5070 not really being any different to the 4090. And they've been very coy, Nvidia, in terms of how they're describing whether the 5070 is better. And the simple answer is it's not better in all aspects. But anyway, that was the big announcement from Nvidia. Now, not to be outdone, AMD have come out with an RX 9070 series, a new naming convention. And obviously, it's to compete with the Nvidia products. Not an AMD Radeon user, other than what I've got on a laptop. So for those people who use that range of graphics cards, it's Christmas come early or late, depending on how you think about it. Anyway, those were announced. We also had the announcement of handheld gaming systems running SteamOS. Yes, you've got the Lenovo Legion Go S, 32 gigs of RAM. I'm just looking at the specs here. An 8-inch 1200p display. It ships with SteamOS and varies in price from $499 all the way up to $729 with availability in May. Never been much of a mobile gamer using some sort of handheld sort of thing. I much prefer the PC, as I'm sure most people playing CRPGs do, because of the size of the screen and the keyboard and all of that sort of stuff. So that stuff is not really up my alley, so to speak. But again, for those people who are interested in all of that, then you just go with it. Well, there were a few other weird announcements with gaming chairs that can cool you down, monitors, 4K monitors that are completely OLED now. That wasn't a thing a few years ago, but OLEDs are getting cheaper and cheaper, so that's fun to see. And of course, there's a lot of information in terms of new TV displays, 4K, 120Hz, 240Hz, all new technologies just to make that screen much brighter and more vibrant. So CES, as per usual, has been a monumental success for manufacturers, but always bear in mind that some of what you see is concept, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a product that we can buy off the shelf, so to speak, in the next few months or years. But certainly in terms of gaming, the news about the graphics cards is pretty awesome. You've got to remember, we've got Fable, we've got GTA 6, okay, We've got Solasta 2. We've got all of these CRPGs coming up. And so we want to make sure that we've got the right sort of graphics to enjoy all of the wonderful animations that so many developers have paid so much time in putting together. So that's it. In less than 5 minutes, my take on CES 2025. If you've been watching the videos, or even if you attended, was there something that stuck out in your mind? Add your comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.